Alrighty, so for these final 4 rounds, the final compasses are going to be your PCs. So, um, I think that when we start on your round, please tell us just a sentence or two for the audience to just kind of get a sense for your character. The nice thing is that we've all been kind of building our characters at the same time, so we can kind of, the thing about doing this with the compass of unhaving another person's PC and you're going to be placing a landmark or a person for them, just make sure to, ask questions along the way. You're stepping into that person's backstory building. So make sure, you're doing as a friend and not a foe. Don't say, and guess what? Your dad's the secret heir of large child restaurants.
What?
That's we don't want to do that.
There's so many chains for large child.
Yeah. You're looking to give your friends gifts and not burdens, right? Okay. So, with that, Masood, we're gonna start with you, bud. This is you get to double up today.
Fun.
So, the compass is going to be Kent Vanderbilt. And tell us a bit about Kent Vanderbilt.
Kent Vanderbilt is
ding dong.
He is the heir to the Vanderbilt estate. Is so excited to leave Jenkins to go onto so many bigger, brighter, and better things. Just can't wait to make it to the Ivy of his choice, because obviously he got into every single one. And now just has to decide which one he wants to go to. Kent, his entire identity is perfectly, painstakingly, tirelessly crafted. And yeah.
By him or by others?
By others at first, and it became a learned behavior for him.
Okay. All right, Kent Vanderbilt, you are 18. You're either 18 or about to be 18, currently a student at Spring Summit School.
Oh, he's a Leo, so he's definitely 18 already.
He's a Leo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool. Please go ahead and place your token on the map for this round. A resident, a landmark, or a neighborhood that is important to Kent Vanderbilt.
A resident, landmark, or neighborhood that is important to Kent. I would say for Kent, a landmark that is important is the Jenkins Public Library. It's like where he goes. Like not a lot of people even still use it, but he's got the Vanderbilt have a room. They like donated in the upkeep, and so yeah, he just kind of always has unfettered access to that room to like study or like do whatever he wants to do there.
Okay.
But yeah, so
I'm interested to see where you place it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say just given the nature of where everything is, I think it is like on this like in between this part of the city.
Okay.
Like was kind of close to University Town at one point. But yeah, it's the Jenkins Public Library.
Jenkins Public Library. Okay. And so what do you think? What is its address?
3254 Cherry Lane.
3254 Cherry Lane. And what is its true name?
Its true name. The Scholar's Solace.
The Scholar's Solace. Jenkins Public Library. Important to Kent Vanderbilt. Interesting. Carlos, this means it is your turn to place something on the map with the compass of Kent Vanderbilt. So if you need to do so, feel free to ask Masood any questions you may need to. Please. Or if you got a hunch, you already been listening to him and you think you can place something on the board to help his character out, please do.
Masood who?
I'm
I'm
vanishing now.
Personhood, gotta get.
You do that
am
joke again, I will put you in the waiting room.
Sorry, no, it's too far.
I am going to pick a person in Kent's life that maybe even Kent doesn't know about. There is, what is this guy's name? I think his name's like Henry. What's the opposite? What's Kent's last name?
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. What's an opposite of a Vanderbilt?
Like a Mac, a name that starts with Mac.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
McNamara.
I was gonna go like
for sure.
the miracle workers, like name him shit shoveler, like Henry,
Mac.
like really go shit shoveler. That's the name of one of the characters. Yeah.
Why are you
Hold on. What if it's, I like Mac or Mick or whatever. What if it's
I'll look up some names.
I want it to be Henry Mick Ronald.
Okay. Do you want me to read some that aren't McRonald?
I love Mick Ronald. I am doubling down on that. I love it so much.
I like
Henry
Vanderbilt.
Henry McRonald.
Henry McRonald should be a senior in high school. He had to drop out. He is Kent's nemesis. He works at the meat packing plant, Sinclair's production plant.
I don't even know this guy.
I mean, your parents are movers and shakers in this. Everything good happens to Kent. Henry hates Kent so much. Yeah.
I'm going to ask a question here.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's start with the classic questions we have to answer about a character. So, what is this person's pronouns? He, him?
Him.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Descript any other besides being Kent's nemesis or that works at the packing plant. Are there any other specific descriptors?
Yeah, I think whatever the opposite of Kent is. So he's got short hair where Kent's got long hair. He's got, he dresses in overalls and
he's got like a round face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
what is Henry?
And I think he's soft
Henry
spoken too.
McRonald's soft spoken true name.
Yeah. He's a soft spoken boy. Let's see. God, what is, I'm trying to say it nicely, but it's something like meat spoiling on the inside. Like he's not, right now he's not a bad person.
Right.
But he's like slowly, not spoiling like spoiled, like a rich kid
But
or
it's
anything.
festering.
But festering, yeah,
Yeah.
it's that.
Festering.
Yeah.
Festering, like internal festering rot.
Yeah, like rotting on the inside.
Festering in overalls.
Yeah, it's rapidly reaching his expiration date.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So out of all those things, where do you think you landed on the true name? What is the true name?
Oh, I thought that was his true name. No?
Say it again.
Oh,
Just for clarity.
I think it is like rotting on the inside. I think it's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I have a question. Caillou, as the only other dropout of the senior class of Spring Summit School, do you know Henry McRonald?
I love that name.
Yeah, I know him, but we don't hang out.
Do you have an opinion about Henry McRonald?
Nah, he drives through like my neighborhood to get to work, but we just don't hang out. It's better if we don't talk.
It's
I
better
know-
if you don't talk. Okay.
I know why Henry hates Ken, but we can talk about that not in this
Because he's
session.
like the Neville to your Harry.
No, we'll talk about it.
Okay, we can talk about it off screen.
Yeah.
Solani, would you like to
Yes.
place something on the map with the compass of Kent Vanderbilt?
Yes.
Yes.
I will place a person over here in next to New Era Media.
Okay.
New era medium.
Or sorry, New Era Media. We'll put it right there.
No, it's just called it.
No, it's called new. It's called new.
What was your last name? Hang on, I wrote it down.
We got the
There it is.
newest news for you. For this.
Her name is Mirabelle Rigel.
Oh shit.
Mirabelle
pretty-
Rigel. Okay.
Mirabelle.
Yeah, I'm excited for his ex-girlfriend. Let's go.
She's not his
No.
ex-girlfriend. She is a reporter for the New Era Media.
Oh, okay.
And she's in her 20s, but she does try to like butter up Kent for information, especially things that his dad is working on.
I'd love that Kent probably thinks he's smooth at
Love a good-
18.
Yeah,
And,
love a
like,
good
and,
honey
she's
pie.
in love with me.
She's in oh, let me check my hair. This grown woman definitely likes me.
I'm 18 now. I'm free on the market.
I'm an
a
adult.
man.
I'm an adult.
I'm gonna get so many kisses.
Oh my God, Henry McRonald is so in love with her too. So in love with her.
Oh, Mirabelle Rigel. Okay.
Yeah.
What? So give me a few more descriptors about. So she's a journalist at New Era Media.
Yeah, I think that she is she's fresh out of college and got this really great opportunity with this new company, or like with the new location, and is trying to climb the ladder as quick as she can by getting the scoop. She doesn't necessarily trust the Vanderbilts, but she knows that they have the in on all the information, so she's trying to like get into their circle somehow.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Mhm.
I love Mirabelle. Well, I'm in love with her. Great. Cool. What do you think is Mirabelle's true name?
Oh, oh gosh, I don't know.
Rita Skeeter wishes.
Rita Skeeter wishes.
Your fave could never.
Oh god. Oh gosh. I'm trying. I don't know. I have to figure this out. Something to do with social climbing, and I'm just trying to think of what to do.
Ooh.
Ugh.
What is it's like a professional rock climber. Is it a summiter? The social summiter?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This
Ooh.
is a hard one.
Social capital investor.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Social capital investor. I really fucking like that. Okay. Ugh, y'all are good at this. I wonder if you do it professionally. Okay. Okay. All right. TK, it is your turn to place something on the map for Kent Vanderbilt.
I would like to place a landmark.
Okay.
And I'm going to place it in Maple Ridge.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ridge.
And it's going to be a country club.
Of course. Yeah.
A country club.
Guys, I've never
Yeah.
been to a country club. What are they like?
I have either.
I have been to a country club in that I have washed dishes in the kitchen of a country
been
club.
there?
I've
You've
been to
been
one
there?
for a wedding. Because
Oh, okay,
people told
okay.
me,
Yeah.
I not even for a wedding. Yeah.
No.
Was it nice, Lonnie? Was it pretty?
They're boring.
Oh, okay.
Bunch of white people.
I washed. Yes, it is.
Bunch
I
of rich white people, mostly men.
I think the minimum wage was $5.25 when I was washing dishes.
That's ridiculous.
And I and I remember at the end of the night, it was just me like constantly washing dishes, which like they don't eat all their food. And I didn't eat any of the food, but the head cook did make me a double cheeseburger, which was a delight.
Sounds like a delight.
Yeah, so country club. What is the name of this country club?
I posit the word independence.
I posit the word feather.
I posit the word lodge.
I
country
posit the
club.
word spring.
The Spring Feather Lodge.
No. I do like lodge.
I know it's forbidden to talk about Lodge, to talk about Riverdale, but all I can think about is
Stop.
Hermione and Hiram
Stop
Lodge.
it.
Nope,
I'm
nope.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I want it to be the play off of the word ridge and summit and things like that, like the idea that you're climbing. Um,
Oh, the Precipice Lodge.
no, not precipice. That's
The
too
country,
dangerous.
the country cliffs, the
No, cliffs is too something that's like
you could do point as in like it's the, and they talk about Lodge Point, something like that.
Oh, what about
something peak.
Overlook? Yeah, like
Peak.
peak.
Okay, because then it's like we're also like the peak of,
Yeah, we took
Yeah.
our ski lifts up here.
Oh, Jenkins Peak. You could do.
What if it's Bradbury Peak? Or like like we talk about Bradbury being like an old name for the town. Like maybe it was like another like actual, was summited or like was like positioned someplace. Was founded by the original Bradbury who founded this town.
I want to double back. I said peak, but I actually like the Overlook Lodge.
Overlook Lodge is great. Because that means it's right fucking next to Ken's house.
Yeah.
In the worst way.
It's like I imagine that like there's an inside joke in the Vanderbilt house that it's their pool house. Like let's go down for drinks at the pool house.
Yeah.
Oh, overlooks The Shining, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
What you don't realize is that it's probably also how Kent's family's like making money where they shouldn't be. Like,
Yeah, I imagine like not only does
well, you
like-
operate on our land, so therefore we receive a certain cutback. Yeah.
Oh my god. And I imagine like your nice view, not only can you like see the city, but like the first thing you're actually looking at like is the golf course, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would say
what an asshole.
Yeah.
Landmark's true name. It's all downhill from here.
Ah, that's very, very good.
Let's get Kent out of here.
we gotta
We gotta move. I'm looking at the time. Yeah.
All right. So
Sorry.
I will do two quick one. I'm actually going to double up on this round,
Okay.
but only because I'm going to place a small landmark and we don't have to do a bunch of stuff for it. I am, however, going to place Kent's Nightmare, and that
Wait, what?
is the community college.
Oh. Oh God.
How many colleges does this place have?
Well, no, it's the thing that sprung up after Utown died.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
Technically, it's the only college.
Mhm.
And it was
Gotcha.
done by the people of Bright Grove.
Oh, incredible.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's a charitable,
Yeah.
it
Community.
was right. So this is the community college.
What county is Jenkins in?
It's Jenkins County.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And this is people call it the Grove. No, actually, I'm just gonna call it Brightwood Community College. Is actually what I think I'm gonna call it.
That makes sense.
So that's just like a quick one.
Okay.
Brightwood Community College. But then I would like to place a resident.
Does
And-
Brentwood Community College have a true name?
Um.
Or are we going to just fill it in later?
Well, let's give it the true name of Brightwood's most charitable act. I would like to place a resident.
Okay.
And Kent, I want to place your second in command. Your man, who quickly figured out that he was never going to be the most popular kid in school because you were going to be the most popular kid in school.
Oh,
So
you're
Your
talking about
beta, if you will.
happy to be your second.
you're talking about Bradley MacArthur?
Bradley MacArthur.
Yeah.
I am
hate
talking about
I
Bradley
like
MacArthur.
Arthur MacArthur. That is.
I like Aaron A. Aronson.
That's good.
God, I hate those.
Bradley is stuck with me. Bradley McBradford is also totally fine.
No, I've already typed in Bradley MacArthur.
Yeah, I have to, we can't go back from here.
We can't go back. We've committed. I'm
you
gonna
have
place
to-
him at Spring Summit School.
Okay. I was gonna say he's got to be a Maple Ridge buddy though. Like their family like their family has also been helpful to the Vanderbilts in the past.
I
Like,
think that maybe Bradley MacArthur's parents own Janko.
oh yes, yeah.
So,
New money.
they're new. If the Vanderbilts are old money, the MacArthurs are new money. And so for Bradley MacArthur's true name, he, him pronouns. Bradley MacArthur's true name is I'm actually gonna posit this to you, Masood. Do you think Bradley MacArthur is dedicated to you surely because he is your true friend, he is dedicated to you, or do you think he is lying in wait for when he and his family can strike?
I think there's nothing but admiration for Kent in Bradley's eyes, because no, like truly though, because Bradley hasn't seen or hasn't been able to realize all the times Kent has used Bradley's affection for his own gain. It's like in that, like, he's just not aware that Kent is like is in a toxic friendship with his buddy and used him to his favor. And so I think there's something about like sleeping kind dreams mask sleeping rage.
Okay. I am going to give Bradley MacArthur the true name of Devoted Cardboard Cutout.
Oh.
And with that, we now move into the event. So, what do you think is a defining event that Kent Vanderbilt has gone through in his life?
Oh, it's when he this is tough because we've talked a little bit about it, about like an early childhood memory. And I think that might be it, that it's not like truly he's aware or like conscious of, but there was a time where he went on a trip with his family.
The Vanderbilt's vacation.
And now the family goes every year by themselves. Well, my parents go by themselves, and Kent's kind of left at home. He's had a babysitter every single year, even when he was 17. It makes no sense. But by this year, though, this upcoming
they told him
summer,
that he could go this year.
that he could go. Yeah. So it's been like a continuous sort of event that ties around his idea of also taking on the mantle of being a Vanderbilt.
Okay. With that event, we're going to run around quick round robin to be the voices of the city about the Vanderbilt's yearly vacation. This very prominent event. We're going to go in reverse order, which means that it starts with me. I am going to give the opinion as the voice in the city, as in this is the opinion, the 1 week of the year that anyone can get anything done.
Ooh, I was kind of thinking that it's a very similar track.
Yeah. So then TK, you get to take on the voice of the city next.
You are
Unmute
muted.
yourself.
Question. What did Kent do wrong?
Interesting. Solani.
Oh, I will give the opinion that the Vanderbilts spent a ridiculous amount of money on this vacation, and part of it was taxpayer money.
Oh.
Ooh.
Most definitely.
Okay. Carlos.
Oh, that one's good. I'm so I want to connect to it.
Okay.
I think the connection to it is maybe maybe there is, I don't know if it's an opinion or maybe it's a slight consequence, because I don't know if we actually know this for certain. But the money used, or there's talk about that money would have gone to fixing the honey locust monument, and it wouldn't have to have gone to an outside third party.
Oh, the
Yes.
opinion. So yeah, I think that's a consequence.
It's a consequence, right? Well, I don't know if it's
I think
true.
the consequence, maybe
think
it is,
that-
maybe it isn't.
Yeah.
I
The-
like.
The
Yeah.
Vanderbilts were outbid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
why the Vanderbilts were outbid.
Bid.
Opinion.
They didn't
Yeah.
have the
Okay.
the actual funds to match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
restore the.
Masood, that means you get to be the voice of the city one more
Okay.
time.
And then I provide the outside
The
perspective.
New
right?
perspective. Yep.
Cool. So the last thing I'll say about this is ask a question, state opinion, or show a consequence. I think that it's the question is. I want to ask, where do you go? But I don't think that's the right question.
Okay.
I think it's like,
How do you go?
why do you always bring something back? Like, there's always like a trophy or a souvenir, like a gift for Ken. And I think there's like a question about like, why wouldn't you just bring me instead of bringing something back? And the other perspective on this situation, on this event, is power comes with a price.
Okay. All right. And that, do you need to move anything on the map to reflect that?
I'm just gonna put this like way in the corner, as like it's like it exists almost outside of Jenkins.
Okay.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right. Then we come to the end of this round. Does anyone need to rest up, or are we good to keep going?
I'm good.
Good.
All right. Then the new compass for this round is Omo.
Homo.
And Carlos, you get to start us off. But before you do that, will you tell us one or two sentences about Omo, just to refresh us and allude for the audience?
Yeah. Omo grew up in Brightwood Grove. So he was raised by very sunny, shiny, almost cult-like parents and neighbors. But he is in his teen years, and he's noticed a lot of things aren't lining up. So he is rebelling just a little bit. He wears a springy hoodie over his Argyle vest and bow tie, which the Argyle vest and bow tie or tie is the uniform that a lot of Brightwood Grove residents wear.
Okay.
But yeah, he's got buttons and patches on. He's a cool guy. And he's got
Conspiracy theorist.
conspiracy theorist. So OMO actually stands for Okay, Hear Me Out. So he's constantly saying his harebrained conspiracies.
Right.
And he doesn't, I don't think he puts a lot of thought into them. He puts a lot of thought into finding clues, but it's like solving a puzzle upside down. He will punch those pieces into place,
Right. Okay.
trying to make it fit.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's Omo.
Okay. All right. Do you want to place Omo's first thing on the board? A resident, a neighborhood, a landmark?
Yeah, I think it's a resident, and it is. I'm torn. I think it might be something that lives over here. I think it lives in
Ooh.
Zelda Bradbury's backyard, and it is a pet of Omo's. It's like a little, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a squirrel. Maybe it's a
Just
squirrel.
a raccoon?
I think he's trained a squirrel. And that's like, its name is Meow Meow. So Meow Meow lives in Zelda Bradbury's backyard because I imagine she has like a bunch of knickknacks and fountain things and just like gnomes and stuff in her backyard. So it's kind of like a playhouse. So he will go out of his way on his way back because he doesn't want to. He never wants to be in his home. He never wants to be in Brightwood Grove. So he's always finding reasons to leave. So yeah, leaving earlier in the morning to take care of Meow Meow. Hiding the little flying squirrel in his backpack as he goes to school. I think. Yeah, that's the other.
You keep a squirrel in your backpack at school. Can you confirm that for me right
I can
now?
confirm that.
Almost squirrel guy. Cool.
That is not
Okay.
That is not a rumor.
And do you think maybe you were bullied because of this?
No. He would never put those things together. He's not that self-aware to realize that.
Kent's pants Omo like so many times.
Yeah.
Kent pantsed Omo? Okay.
Kent has, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and Omo has some rage issues for sure.
What are Meow Meow's pronouns?
That's a good question.
That's a very good
And also,
question.
what is Meow Meow's true name?
Oh God, I don't know. Why? I don't know if they them. I guess.
They them?
All right.
Yeah.
Like, how do you check, right?
I don't. Yeah. Meow Meow's. What's Meow Meow's?
True name, yes.
True name is the Sherlock to his Watson, or Meow Meow would be the Sherlock of it. And Omo,
I like that.
Is the Watson.
Sherlock to his Watson.
Because-
Almost the sidekick in his own story.
no, Meow Meow is. Oh yeah, Omo is the side. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
in terms of the world, how the world would look at them, because I feel like Omo is constantly like finding clues and like whatever, but it's just the putting together is really hard. So if there was a witness to that, it would definitely be Meow Meow. Like, dude,
How does Omo get around town?
Oh, that's a good question.
Think about it for now, because that's technically not this turn.
Yeah.
With that, Solani, with the compass of Omo, please place something on the map.
I will place a person. Let's see, where am I gonna put them? I will put them near Zelda Bradbury. And I will name them Eve Bellavance.
Eve? What's the last name?
Bellavance.
Bellavance.
And
is this person to
she
Omo?
is just a really old lady who's lived in the town for a long time, who I think almost stumbled upon her during one of his adventures, and they just got to talking, and she just somehow became a friend.
I like it.
Oh, okay. All right. Besides a friend of Omo's, and I almost think Zelda Bradbury, maybe they're in love. That's got nothing to do with me.
They know each other.
They know each
Sure.
other. They were roommates. Anyways,
She loved Zelda Bradbury like a sister.
like a sister.
Zelda met
They're just
Charles,
like
that
terrible
boy.
exes. Anyways,
Yeah, actually, that's what it kind of feels like, right?
so what is Eve Bellavance's true name?
Her true name is Mother of the Night.
Whoa, what the fuck?
What
This is
a twist!
incredible.
Okay.
The night,
What a
the
twist.
Witch of Bradbury Circle. Fun.
I maybe. Okay.
Do I need to put
She's
a
just a-
sauce tag on this? Or?
She's just a simple old lady, completely uninteresting.
You're right. Anyways, that was actually a really good
Old
map place.
lady.
Thank you. Love this. TK, it is now your turn to place a token for Omo.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do another landmark.
Okay.
This landmark, and I'm trying to find things that like can tie in to characters just in general based on the art that we don't have. This is going to be a pharmacy.
Ooh.
And we're going to call it Branson's what else?
Pharmaceuticals.
Branson's
Apothecary.
no. Yeah, instead of Branson's, we're gonna call it we're gonna put it on the edge of like just on the other side of between Genco and the canal.
Okay.
Just across the road from Valiant High, just outside of its little yellow aura. And it will be, it'll be Old Town Apothecary. Old Town with an E. Apothecary. And this, I assume, will be the place that Omo got his cast fitted.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. But yeah.
I know.
I think you committed to in the character art.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah, Omo has a cast, and he's, as far as anyone remembers, he's always had a cast on his arm, on his wrist.
It just never got
left
it
wrist.
off.
Always.
On his left wrist. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the pharmacy. I'm sure that there's a like more acceptable hospital, but this one also does like essential oils and
Sure.
Okay.
chakra realignment.
And what is this
Whatever.
place's address and true name?
It's the Cure for Wellness,
Okay.
which is
Um,
a good movie.
Mm.
Yeah, the Cure for Wellness.
All right. That
down.
means it is my turn to place something for Omo. I would. So, Omo, do you work at Morning Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
it works there.
How did you come to get a job at Morning Joe's?
Actually, I will say, the same way I got a job at Blockbuster. I was the only high schooler that would agree to work the night shift, to work to close or whatever. Morning Joe's.
Okay.
Is it a 24-hour place? Did we say
Probably.
it was 24 hours?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah.
like probably like third shift or like something reasonable.
Yeah, something
for-
where like he gets
Yeah.
out at like midnight or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Bayou comes in at midnight, right?
Yeah.
And then because Bayou also works at the Morning Joe. Okay, cool. So I want to place the house of whoever owns Morning Joe.
Mm.
Oh, Jeremy?
I think that they're, and I want your help because I think that I want Omo's parents to know these people, but I want you to define their relationship.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you see them? Do you see them as nice people or?
I don't know. I think that they're important. So I have to discover why I think that they're important. And I think that I want them to, I think I want them to know Omo's parents. And whether it is friendly or unfriendly, I do want it to exist that way. Okay. And you can pick. Relationships could be like we went to the same alma mater. We both went to University Town and we don't remember going to class together, but we know we did. They could be
I like that.
Family members, they could be aunt and uncles. Okay.
I like that.
So
I like that they went to that the is a couple that owns it or just one person?
TK, what do you think?
Whatever.
I like
It's a couple
almost,
now.
I like almost parents having couple friends like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Like that's
Yeah, okay. So these are a couple friends.
Yeah, I think they went to university together, and
Okay.
I think they were all in the same dorm, like floor, like
Oh,
all four
okay.
of them were all on the same dorm floor.
They joke
Okay.
about it now. God, it honestly just feels like we drank those 4 years away. I can't even remember
Wait.
going to class.
Do you think they remember?
They don't remember. Like I don't think they remember their time there, but there's something between them, between all of them that like maybe they all share like okay, yeah, Omo discovered that like hey, the guy who owns Morning Joe has the same tattoo as my dad. Like that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, and after like
Okay.
talking and blah blah, they both realized that they all went to university. What's the university called? University
Jenkins University.
Yeah.
Jenkins University. Okay.
Before
Gotcha.
it was down 20 years
So
ago.
this is a family. They're known as the Burgers. With an E, Burgers.
The Burgers?
The Burgers.
The Burgers?
The Burgers. In this company.
This was your choice.
This is my choice. These are the Burgers.
Your choice.
And do you think they have any kids?
No, I don't think they do. I didn't initially think that they had kids.
So I think that they're very much like not your aunt and uncle, but maybe they want to be that in your life. And so they're maybe a little bit like always like trying to be, and whether or not Omo is receptive to it is up to you. But for the Burgers' true name, I'm going to give them the true name of the Homestead.
Oh, okay.
Because they also they own Morning Joe's, which is where a lot of people call, their home, right? You got high schoolers there doing homework. You got people from Janko coming to get, a cup of coffee at 3 a.m. after they finish their shift. And so I think they're very much, they provide that for a lot of people, even though they maybe don't have kids of their own.
Yeah.
So that's who I'm placing this round, which means it is Masood's turn. Masood, with the compass of Omo, please place something on the map.
Oh, I already know exactly where this person's going. Well, actually, it's a tie. Do they exist in Brightwood Grove or do they exist at Spring Summit School? Because guess what? Someone's got a crush on Omo. Their name, Holly Lamb, Alvin's niece.
Oh. No joke. I was thinking
Alvin's
I was thinking very similar to someone in Brightwood, but I didn't connect them to Alvin.
Well,
That's really cool.
I like the idea of like being close to like the center of it. Like obviously not. We talk about Alvin like rotating houses within Brightwood, not really having a stable place. So I think like his niece like existing within that space, like obviously he's pretty close to it. And I think like there's something. Omo does not fit in, and there's something about that that like Holly just like is into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Very
Holly
much-
a senior?
This
matters a lot.
It does.
It does matter a lot. Absolutely. No.
So she's a junior?
She is a junior, but she got held back. And it was a Brightwood program, particularly being like, hey, you're going to like be homeschooled for a while before you're ready to like enter public schooling.
Okay.
Just because of like her closeness like to the space. So is 18, but is a junior at the school.
I like that she's like the Veronica to his JD.
Okay. Interesting.
Holly Lamb.
That has some implications for me, but let's keep going. Interesting. Okay, what is her true name?
I also would like to put this out there. I think Omo is oblivious. I would like,
Yes.
or yeah,
He's
like
100%
100%.
oblivious.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with that sort of knowledge,
Sorry, I burped into the mic.
a quiet,
No one heard it.
a quiet shrine in the heart.
Ooh, poor Holly Lamb.
That is a serial killer.
Your words. Okay, cool. So with that, Carlos, to wrap this round,
She killed Springy for you.
please,
Oh my god.
please place
Solved
an
it.
event that was important in Omo's life.
An event that was important in Omo's life.
No,
God.
where did I put it?
It would have to be.
Where's it? Shit, where is it? Where did I put it?
Oh, Holly Lamb.
No.
God, it has to be the first time that he questioned, like, it has to be something that happened that made him question the order of things and question Brightwood Grove, and it's all been downhill since then.
Okay.
So it's got to be some type of anomaly, like, that, like, cannot be explained.
Interesting.
Like an anomaly that's so obvious and can't be explained, yet no one acknowledges it.
Do you maybe? This is technically not your event, though.
Let's hear it.
But I know that the most anomalic thing that has happened in Jenkins is Bayou's foster parents going missing.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
It's not the weird ass vacations.
Or
Those are just vacations. We're going to Cabo.
That's
I mean,
right.
There could have been something found in the sunken.
Bayou used to live
in.
in Brightwood, right?
Ooh.
No, Kaya did.
Kaya.
Kaya did. Okay. Bayou's always lived in Hickory Park. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is that. I think they disappeared. And if I could just add a little to it, no one reported it. Like we have
nobody knows.
we have two newspaper places, and it did not make the news. And he does not understand that. And I will even say, I will go the extra mile that, like, this started uncovering, things for him, but also there is an open Bayou investigation that he has. Like, that's what started it. Maybe that's how they became friends. Maybe that's, maybe Bayou knows that. I'm not sure, but, like, that's definitely started. That was the first case. And the one that
The Morrison investigation.
Yeah. And I think that's the case that, like, he doesn't close, like, all his other ones. You know what I mean? Like 20-foot tall, like, corn cob, like, obviously, Jinko's messing with the fertilizer. Like, yeah, like, case closed.
So obvious.
It's so obvious. But yeah, the Morrison investigation would be his first one.
I'm
like
excited to take up the
I
voice
would-
for this one.
I would even go further to say that, like, Bayou's foster parents are missing. Part of Bayou's, like, backstory is that nobody seems to have noticed, and Bayou has no interest in finding them.
Ooh, when did they, like, how long ago did they disappear?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think Omo was 16 years old, and while everyone, like, he was on this straight and narrow path, this straight and narrow Brightwood Grove path, and, like, he turns and he's like, well, this is glaringly obvious that this is completely out of place. How come no one's talking about this? I think that's what started it.
All right, then. So we're now going to take on Voices of the City in reverse order, which means we're going to start with Masood. Masood, as the voice of the city, would you like to ask a question, state an opinion, or show a consequence?
The consequence of.
Now, this is not a consequence of the parents going missing.
Yeah.
This is a consequence of the investigation itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with that is almost the first person to like listen in on the Swanson broadcast. Like he's the first one to like fiddle around with with a radio or like something, and like what it like finds that.
Okay,
like,
so the consequence is Omo finds the Swanson broadcast.
Yeah, and that radicalizes this part of him even further. It's like just like things start falling into place.
Interesting.
Oh God, I bet he leaves it on whenever he leaves his shift. Ayu hears it and is just like, click.
No. It's 89.87. You got to get it right. And yeah.
I am going to also add a consequence. Omo is being watched.
That's by who?
These are rhetorical.
Okay.
Now
it's actually by Holly. We can confirm it's by Holly.
Yeah, we already know that.
TK, you now get to be a voice of the city.
Question. We're gonna we're gonna do a question for Omo. So as a result of his investigation and like realizing that like something is rotten in Jenkins and things like that. So a question for Omo. What if there is no answer? Yeah, what will you do if there is no answer?
Okay. Solani?
Let's see. We'll do an opinion. So the event is specifically him investigating
Yep.
the disappearance. Okay.
Squirrel.
Like losing it. My opinion is that Spriggy is involved.
Oh God, what?
Just thinking about meow meow.
Yeah, no, for real though.
Fucking killing me.
God, I don't know. I'll say an opinion from. Wait, what's his relationship with his parents? Like, do they like him? Do they not like him?
I think they like him. I think
like him.
Yeah, I think they like him a lot. I think he likes his parents a lot too. His frustration comes with like them not being able to understand.
Okay.
But yeah.
Then my opinion will be at least he's getting out of the house and getting some exercise.
Ooh, okay. And that means, Carlos, you are going to be the voice of the city one final time, and then you are going to give the new perspective on this.
Okay. Yeah, I think a consequence of this is that it has kind of stunted any other like growth in any other field or social or anything like that for Omo.
Stunted growth.
Yeah.
Is the consequence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almo gets a plus 16 to investigation, but a minus 4 to everything
Every
else.
other stat.
Charisma, like 0.
Zip. Okay. And then what do you think the new perspective of this event is?
What do you think a new perspective is of him starting an investigation?
Yeah, like seeing through the veil.
Oh man, it's something like someone help me with the wording of it, but like it would be in a voice from Brightwood Grove, and it would be like, we have to stop these distractions to get our boy back. So like they would take that opinion.
Okay, the new perspective of Omo strays from the light.
Yeah, or what's the saying of like can't see the forest through the trees? Is that the
for the trees.
There's something there.
It would be
Yeah.
can't see, like
Lost perspective.
can't see the grove through the whatever.
Oh, can't see the
Leaves.
grove for the trees.
Yeah, something like that.
There's a proverb that like jumps out to me, and it's like, the standing nail gets hammered down.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
And, like,
Forget what I
think
said.
there's-
Do that one.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
there's something about like,
this is why we collaborate.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Very tall poppy syndrome.
Oh, that's rad as fuck. Hell yeah. All right. So with that round we come to a close on Omo's round. Whoa. All right.
Whoa.
We have 2 compasses left.
who's up next on the docket? Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Masood. It's our favorite Solani.
Yeah.
With the why are you making that face, TK? You
She's my
openly say
favorite.
that.
You guys can still choose me as your favorite. Like, I'm not off the table.
Well,
Well,
I mean, so this is how I know you've been jamming for a season. When you're lost and blind like we are, we often look to Solani for guidance. So we have our favorite for a reason. You'll
Goddess of
quickly
competence.
understand. You'll quickly understand.
Like,
once you join
honestly,
the
as the GM, I also look to
great.
I'll like
Um,
do things. I'm like, was that okay?
So Solani, tell me a bit about Kaya Radini.
Yeah, so Kaya is your friendly local neighborhood magical girl. She is a excellent student, even though she doesn't try very hard. She just knows a lot of stuff because she reads a lot. She has her room is just full of piles and piles of books. She spends most of her time at the library or at local bookshops. Has definitely run into Kent several times at the library. And his private study room. And let's see.
It's actually
No,
the
what else?
Vanderbilt wing. But
Whatever. Can I use it is the question.
Is Kaya an only child?
She is. Her parents are divorced. She lives with her dad.
Okay.
And her mom has remarried and lives in like California. Doing way better than she is. And she did used to live in Brightwood Grove when she was a child, but now she lives in Hickory Park.
Interesting. So your mother lives in California now, you say?
Mm-hmm. She's remarried to a successful. He owns like a vineyard.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Let's see.
I love that.
that
I
felt
love
like
that Kent-
gravy.
that felt like gravy. Like
That felt
that.
like gravy.
That's gravy right there.
Nailed it, Carlos. You're getting
Thank
it.
you.
I love that Kent Vanderbilt is Kaya Radini's Henry McRonald.
yeah. There's a whole chain.
So Solani, do you want to go ahead and place the first token for Kaya?
Yes, I will place a landmark. I think I'm going to put it here where all the other little shops are.
Ooh.
And we're going to have it. This is, what am I going to name it? It is called Embers and Ashes.
Ooh.
A local, tiny little new age magic shop.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Very dope.
Embers and ashes.
Yeah.
I
It is
want-
where she gets all her candles and all her little magic thingies, her crystals. They also sell like teas there and other herbs and various things that you need for your magic stuff.
Please tell me Eve Bellavance owns that place.
Eve Bellavance. Oh, does Eve Bellavance own Embers and Ashes?
She might own it. She doesn't work there anymore because she's retired. So someone
Right.
else works the shop, but she probably owns it.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. What do you think this place's address and true name are?
The address is I would say 56 Emerald Avenue,
Okay.
and the true name is The Open Eye Sees All.
Ooh. Okay.
At half price.
Okay. TK, you now get to place a token on the board for Kaya.
Going to place a resident.
Tell me about this resident.
And this resident is going to be a tie for both Kaya and Bayou. This resident is Sage Brightwater. And they are the new owner of Ember and Ashes. Embers and Ashes. And they own Ember and Ashes, and they are a high school friend of Fern Morrison, who is Bayou's foster mom.
Nice.
All right. So sorry, what is their full name?
Sage Brightwater.
Sage Brightwater. And what is their true name and pronouns?
And they are they, them.
Okay.
True name. I like to think that they're very much like a what we used to call a fluffy bunny, it's just like, oh, crystals, chakras, blah blah blah. Millennial magician. It's like a very like, oh, chakras, like they're very much like they're as new age as it gets.
Okay.
Sage Brightwater is not their birth name.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Interesting. So that means I get to place a token now. I'm also going to place a resident, and I'm going to place this resident by asking you a question. I would like to hear, Solani, about the person who taught Kaya how to use tarot cards. I think maybe she could be like a part-time employee of Embers and Ashes or something at the library.
I think she was a librarian, most definitely.
Oh,
Kaya would sometimes stay after and help out in the library and help like reorganize books and put books away, just because she likes being around books. And this is definitely the librarian who taught her how to read tarot cards.
Okay, I like this a lot. So I think that she is like the youngest person who works at the library. She, her pronouns. She's very cool. She went to Brightwood Community College, but it's just because she needed a degree to work at this place, and she hates she hates those guys. I think her name is going to be Harper, because I like that name.
Strong gay name, and I'm here for it.
Hey, you can't.
He doesn't know why he's been turned down so many times. He doesn't get it.
By Harper.
Yeah.
Harper keeps telling me no.
Yeah, it's just one of those people where you're like, I tried to ask Harper out, and she's just not into it. And like all of your female friends are just kind of like,
I think I should bring flowers next time. That's what I'm getting at. Yes.
I don't know, Kent, are your nails too long? Who knows?
Let's see. This is gonna be Harper Blythe. So I'm gonna place her. Harper Blythe.
It's great. It could be Harper Blythe or it could be Blythe Harper.
That's true. Harper Blythe works at the Jenkins Public Library, is young and cool, and I think is also kind of around the going-ons of University Town. Maybe she has a band.
Like Gossip Girl name.
I love her.
Did you say maybe she has a band? She has a band.
She has a band. It plays at University Town.
Band.
I'll come up with the name of the band later.
Is she the front woman?
I don't know. We're getting too close to the Pussycat.
Plays bass.
She plays the triangle.
She plays the
electric triangle.
Accidentally fell in love with someone, and her name is Harper Blythe, but now it is Masood's turn. Masood,
okay. Does Harper Blythe have a true name?
For Kaya. Oh, yeah. My girlfriend.
Katie May's girlfriend.
My fantasy librarian crush. Yes.
So specific. More time has been put on this like this NPC than any
Why
in the
won't she
entire
date
board.
Kent? It's
Yeah.
mystery.
So vivid
The
for
haunting
everyone
of my
else.
dreams and night. Yeah.
I'm sorry. When I get like into like NPCs, I just don't know when to stop. True name for Harper Blythe is going to be Open Ears, Open Eyes.
Then moving right along, I think I'm going to. Have we just done people so far?
Yeah.
I kind of want to give Kaya. I think this is the thing.
We did a landmark people.
Members and Ashes.
Okay, I think Kaya's liked, so I don't think there's a reason not to include this, but I want a teacher NPC for the one class that Kaya and Kent have together.
Oh God.
Which is
God, I feel like it's just them.
sketch.
It's only two people in that class.
It's art. Like we're the only people in like an art class because like Kaya took it for fun. Kent took it to round out his college application.
Kent
took
it because he needs to master art. I need to be the best art person ever.
So a haiku goes 575. Done.
Watch me.
That's what you think you learn in art?
Yeah, that's what I think Kent thinks he learns in art.
It's gonna be like a general like or art and humanities class.
Kent,
Right,
tell me what
yeah.
you see in this painting. It's a circle. It's a no, but what do you see in that circle?
It's
Paint.
white canvas and a black line. Yeah.
Probably a nail in back of it, holding the picture up. What?
I like the
Yes,
idea that
exactly.
it's like a community college teacher is just like they're 19 years old and they're teaching this art class and they're just like, look, show up and you get an A, and Kent's like, that's not good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Okay, so what do you? So this is the art teacher of
Yes.
Spring Summit School.
Absolutely.
All right. Pronouns.
Pronouns, she, her.
Okay.
And I would say, yeah, our school teacher, I think it's either sketch or like photography. It's like something that Kent thought technically he could really learn.
Photography. I pick.
Photography. Yeah, photography. But
it's halfway done.
Exactly.
The world does the work for you.
I just press a
You just
button,
take
right?
credit for
Oh,
it. It's photography.
Yeah, and then the teacher actually likes Kaya, and yeah, what is your? Why does this teacher, besides the fact that you and Kent are the only two people in this class, but why does this teacher matter to Kaya?
I would say because she has just as much curiosity about like magic and like new aginess than as she does.
Hell yeah. And like really probably doesn't look at you with any judgment around it.
And Kaya's fashion taste, like she always compliments Kaya's outfits.
Absolutely. Then Tara Metz. Tarametts. Tara Metz.
Tara Metz.
Mhm.
What is Tara Metz's true name?
Paper can give you the sharpest cut.
Oh my god.
Why are you making all these serial killers?
I want to give some ammunition to what lies beneath the surface of Jenkins and what that could mean for other residents who might live double lives. I don't know.
You don't think that Katie May has enough bullets?
Oh, I'm sure that they do, but doesn't mean I can't be happy when I see one with my name engraved on it as it comes hurtling at Kent. Like, I did it.
It's like I did it. I
Yeah.
killed my son.
I did it.
Okay.
Fucking finally.
Carlos, go ahead and place a token for Kaya Radini.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a landmark, And I think since Sinclair's production plant is so big and popular in this town, at a certain point they had to grow out of the old production plant. And I see that the stones of the old warehouse actually are in Kaya's backyard. These are blood-soaked cattle stones from the open archways of Sinclair's production plant. Most of them are broken, and the stonework,
such a straight face.
The stonework,
arch stones.
The stonework now says, because it's broken, it just says Sin's production. Claire is taken out of it.
Holy shit!
That's some sauce.
So
that's some sauce.
It is.
Kaya is like wakes up and her paralysis demon is a cow.
My paralysis demon is a cow.
Cow with the foot standing on. Yeah.
Is it weird that like this is my favorite one that we've?
No. Yeah.
Wow. Like
This is
honestly,
very good.
like I was just like, tell me more.
Okay, so the address is obviously Kaya's backyard, but what is this place's true name? Is it just Sin's production?
I'm calling it Sin's altar.
Sin's altar.
Yeah, it's in Kaya's backyard.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
Christ. I love it.
I like
Incredible.
that. Yeah.
What a beautiful gift you.
I'm
So excited.
Well, Kaya's pretty goth, right? Kaya's goth.
Kaya's.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, I
She's
didn't
more
give it-
magical girl than goth.
I would say
there's a-
she's
there's
she's
some
like pastel
diagram.
goth.
Okay.
Pastel
Yeah.
goth.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
As once my boyfriend once called me, my partner once called me soft goth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gently stirred goth.
Gently prepared goth.
A
Goth
tepid
with
goth?
cream.
Is that it? Tepid goth?
Goth with cream.
Tepid goth. All right. That means that Solani, it is now your turn to place an event on the board that was important to Kaya.
Yes, so I will place an event. Where am I gonna place it? It's kind of weird.
I didn't give a shit about this campaign at first, but those cattle stones, they got me.
You've given a shit for so long now. How dare you? You had a Pinterest board before these other three
See
even
the
had
exact
names.
moment. Whenever people want to go back and watch Mythic Odysseys of Theros, you could see the exact episode where it was like, "Oh, I'm very invested in this," and then the episode after where I'm like, "Senioritis, I'm done with this. I'm done with this episode." It's like episode 2 of the second season. I'm just like, do what you want.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you want to fight a Rasta? You're dead. You're all dead.
All right. What's this
So-
event you're placing?
The event is Kuma loses his job. Kuma is Kaya's dad,
Oh.
and so he was a civil engineer who worked on the canal project. Sometime after, when Kaya was a child, after that whole thing went down, Kuma was fired, and he ended up having to get a job at the community college teaching. And that is part of the reason why they moved from Brightwood Grove.
Okay. So then it's going to come to me after you places the event, and I'm going to take a question as the voice of the city, and my question is going to be, why was Kuma the scapegoat?
Mm.
That's a
And then
rhetorical.
it is, and then it goes to you, Masood.
In regards to this event, we've got a question and I'll say a consequence. Kaya clocks Kuma, Kuma receiving an envelope with a check in it every month.
So it's a consequence?
That's a consequence, is that Kuma gets this check.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Carlos as the voice of the
Fuck,
city.
I always have to follow a really good one. Like there's always one
I
that...
don't know. Sin's altar was what you
Like-
were coming at. You're following yourself on that one,
Damn
dude.
it.
Oh wait, Carlos, actually, just kidding. It's actually I forgot. I literally because TK and KM are so similar. My eyes keep like assuming they're one thing. So TK, you need to go now.
Mhm.
Fuck. Now I have to follow that. Fuck. I like it
Yeah,
better when
saving
Carlos
Carlos.
had to fucking
Yeah.
follow it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Check every month.
Oof, that's a good one. I want to do a. What's the civil engineer canal project was canceled. Receives a check in the mail every month. Fuck. Consequence related to the check every month.
Or related to him losing his job.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'd say related to him losing his job and the check every month. The Radini home is the best one in Hickory Park.
Oh,
Mm.
The best one is right next to Sin's altar.
it's also
That's really bad.
first.
Yeah.
So I wonder what
You
Maggie's
can
house looks
see
like.
Sin's like meat plaque from
Yeah.
your bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know it was a metaphor before it was a
Yeah.
metaphor.
Yeah. Essentially, when he left Brightwood Grove and then they decided to fill the canal in with all those other houses and stuff,
Right.
they built a house for the Radinis.
Wow.
They didn't live in the canal.
Interesting. Okay. Then, Carlos, it's your turn.
Okay. I think as a consequence of Kuma losing his job, Mirabelle Regal has been spotted around Kaya's house at weird times during the day, just like popping in to say hello, just more than she really should be, or
Okay.
you would notice. Yeah.
Probably dating Kuma.
She is way too young for my dad.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Well, I wasn't getting that, but maybe. I don't know. I also, as a tie-in bonus to this, the reason we know this information, the reason Kaya knows this information is because Henry McRonald has informed Kaya of this.
Oh, okay.
So why is Henry McRonald constantly looking in Kaya's direction? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe because
okay.
it's the only person to compete against.
Maybe it's the only place that we can fucking look at as he gazes out of the Sinclair production.
Enemy of my enemy.
Yeah.
Anyone that can beat Kent.
Together we can crush Kent.
Yeah.
Kaya, who's Kent? I'm sorry.
Like, I love that, like, in all of Kent's like yearbook photos, there's like a little silhouette of Henry.
Just-
That means now, Solani, that you get to be the final voice of the city on this event, and then we get to hear a new perspective for you from you. So, give me the final voice of the city.
So final voice is the consequence. Her parents were divorced after her father lost his job.
Right.
And her mom moved away and left her there with her dad.
Right.
How long ago was that? You were young?
Yeah, she was young. She's like almost too young to really remember her mom that much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Quotation marks. Move to a vineyard.
Katie May's face lights up. You're
He
telling
married
me.
a
You're telling me
vineyard owner.
Kaya would not recognize her, like their mother, if they stood right in front.
There's a chance for a faulty narrator.
Pictures,
Interesting.
Even
She
if they were
sees
selling them
pictures.
embers and ashes every week.
Oh my god.
Okay. And then what is the new perspective?
The new perspective is Kuma knows not to ask any more questions.
Ooh, Kuma would hate God, Omo. because that's all he's doing is asking questions.
Okay. With that round comes to an end, we come to our final player compass, which is so exciting. We have to meet our final sweet bean. TK, will you tell us a bit about Bayou Morrison, who is now the compass?
Bayou Morrison is everybody's big, like, older sibling. Bayou is 18 like everyone else, but their birthday is like near the beginning of January. So it's very much like they've always taken a sort of parental role with everyone. Bayou is 5'5", sort of short, stocky, and built like a cinder block. And they are the eldest child in a rainbow family, which, for anybody who's watching it and isn't familiar with rainbow families, those are usually foster homes or adopted homes where the parents have chosen to adopt or foster one of every color.
Like Pokemon.
Like Pokemon. Gotta
catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta raise them all.
So sometimes rainbow families follow like a theme with naming, and Bayou's parents chose landmarks for all of them, or like natural landscapes. So there's Bayou, and then there are 4 younger siblings, Sierra, Savannah, Glen, and Delta.
Delta Dawn. Anyways.
Is that a song?
I think of, yeah.
Is that a song, or you just make that up?
It's a song.
Both ways, I don't care.
Power you have on.
Yeah, 2 years ago, Bayou dropped out of high school and now works a bunch of odd jobs.
And Bayou dropped out to take care of their siblings
Yes.
after their parents went missing.
Wait, so
Yes.
their foster parents went missing.
Yes.
When did they go into foster care?
They've been in foster care for as long as they can remember.
Okay. But always here.
Always here. Yeah.
Always here. With this family? With these?
Mhm.
Why wouldn't they just
Yeah.
adopt them over this?
So, TK, will you place the first token on the board?
Yeah, sure. God, Jesus. I would like to place. I forgot that I would have to do one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and place. I feel like we need. Jesus, I don't know.
You say Bayou works multiple jobs. Is there a place?
Yeah,
that's not here?
yeah. I will place a person, actually, and
Okay.
I will place them in the There's like, I have not been placing things like from the beginning. It's been rough. And I should have been, but I was taking notes because I'm a fool. I will place them right here because I don't see the country club on the map.
Oh shit! I forgot to place it. Let me.
Sorry. And I will. This person is the teenage manager. The teenage kitchen manager for the head of the wait staff or something for the country club.
And you pick up shifts there?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bayou washes dishes.
Okay.
And I think this character's name, it's definitely a woman, and it's definitely somebody who's like roughly Bayou's age. Probably early 20s.
Are they a senior?
No. Early
They graduated.
20s. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they've already graduated. So their name is Erica. with a K. Erica Stetson.
Does Erica suck?
Son. Oh, hell yeah. Have you ever had a manager that was only like 2 years older than you?
I've not.
Cool. And also like way richer than you.
Sounds great.
Yeah, head waitress. Like at country club at the
Like her parents make her work there to build character. Like she
Yeah.
knows this isn't a real job.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What oh, the Overlook Ridge. That's right.
And what do you think her true name is?
Oof. I'm gonna call it high ponytail, low standards.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit.
Right. Oh, interesting. All right, so it's now my turn. And I am actually also going to place a resident TK. I would like to hear about, I'm going to place them here at Spring Summit School.
Okay, I'm ready.
And I would like to hear about the person who was also in the senior class who you left behind when you dropped out.
Besides Kaya,
Mm-hmm.
who I left behind. And is also in senior class.
Yep.
When you say left behind, what do you mean by that?
I think it's like this person shouldn't resent you for dropping out and like leaving them to go to school alone, but I think they a little bit do.
Oh, okay.
Like they're missing you has turned into a small amount of resentfulness because like
Dude,
we don't
going
see
to-
each other anymore.
But
Going
you
to
guys don't
school
have that
suck-
relationship where you
Yeah.
talk about, I miss you so
Right.
much. Or,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Going to school sucked, but it sucked less because you were there.
Yeah.
Right.
And now you're gone.
Yeah. And you're making me say it. Like
Mm.
you like we don't even have that
Oh,
relationship where I
God.
can say it. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. His name is Chase, and I think his last name is
Funderburg.
Bank.
no.
What? Banks. Chase Banks.
Banks. Younger brother of Agent Cody. Just so we know.
Chase Banks is now best friends with Bradley MacArthur.
Mullins, Yates, Ward, Poole, Becker, Alexander.
I will take Becker.
Okay.
Chase Becker. Yeah. Because Bayou was a promising student before they dropped out. I think Bayou was like a mathlete and like debate team and things like that.
Does Bayou
and
work at the Overlook Ridge?
Probably part-time.
And do they work at Morning Joe's too?
Yep.
Cool. I got mine now.
And they
Yeah.
work a couple other places.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Okay. Chase Becker. Okay, so Chase, you
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say mathlete team member. Ooh. Co-captain. Mathlete co-captain.
mathlete co-captain.
Nice.
He him.
Co-captain. That's so good.
Yeah.
My
My mathlete co-captain.
And then a true name?
yeah. I'm gonna give Chase Becker the true name of Drowning in the Deep End.
Ooh.
And then that leads me up next. I know a place where Bayou works. It's the gun range. She works at
They.
Sorry, thank you. They work at the gun range. Sort of one of the jobs that you literally would have to do is just like serving out bullets and like pulling people's like things and saying like how well you did.
I'm gonna pause. since this is guns and guns
Oh,
are
yes.
multiple things,
Thank you.
I'm
yeah.
gonna just ask for TK's consent to continue, but TK can also say, no, I don't want that to
Yeah,
be a part of
archery-
Bayou's thing.
I would prefer a sporting goods store personally.
Can I say what I want it to vibe with, because it doesn't even need to be that.
Go ahead.
It's essentially, I want a grizzled, like elderly, like someone who is retired or someone who lives off the land.
Taxidermy store.
Like
Taxidermy
yes,
shop.
that's exactly
Done.
it.
100%.
Taxidermy shop.
A
Yeah, I'll take
taxidermy
that.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's awesome.
This person, like, it's they don't look out for Bayou, but Bayou knows that their kindness trickles down to the rest of the Rainbow family. So like the extra jerky that gets left behind, like sort of like those sort of things.
Yeah. Is this a person or a landmark?
This is
or-
the you know what? It's a shop.
Okay.
It is a shop, and we're gonna call it.
Where are you gonna place it?
Is this the one that's moving right now? Can I
It
I
is.
grab it? Okay.
Yep, please.
I'm going to place it here. I think
Ooh,
it's
okay.
like kind of in some ways an in between, like a transitionatory point between Celeste Fountain, Bradbury Circle, like this new gentrified place, and Genco and University Town. And also because it's along the main highway, it's ripe for roadkill for taxidermy.
Okay.
And then its name
Yep.
is gonna be
Gunthers. Sorry.
oh
I'm so scared. What is it? What is Masood researching?
I don't know.
What is happening?
Stu's taxidermy shop. You snuff them, we stuff them.
no, I went Ted's taxidermy bonanza.
Bonanza? Are you fucking kidding me?
I love it.
I actually kind of like it
I
because
like
that's
it.
really common.
I
name.
one get one half
Heads.
off, man.
Taxidermy bonanza.
Yeah.
Ted's taxidermy bonanza.
Oh wait, I have the perfect face for that.
No.
Stop.
Please, I'm so
I'm
nervous.
dead.
I love.
Welcome to my taxidermy
I feel like this is a
bonanza.
local commercial that airs
I
at 3
love-
a.m.
Oh my gosh, I love the
Oh.
idea that like every time almost swings by to pick up Meow Meow.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Why
I go past the
Remember, it's like-
taxidermy shop.
Oh my god. I feel like everybody knows the Ted taxidermy jingle too.
Oh, yeah.
Here is
8675309.
Bonanza.
Get your cat stuffed. Yeah.
I can't believe we have to make Ted's taxidermy bonanza merch.
Let me in
Come
your
on
cat.
down to Ted's taxidermy. We'll do it all. Meerkats,
we have,
ferrets.
like,
Why is
something like
meerkats
that,
the first one?
we have something like that over here in this area of Kentucky. It's Tony Melito's like Cars for the People. It's like Power for the People. Tony Melito here, and that's like how all of the commercials are. Tony Melito here.
Oh God.
I like the idea
wait.
of like that commercial is like it pans over a bunch of like taxidermy animals and like Ted's just there as still as possible. It's like Ted here. Like, he just like jumps to life.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like the camera pans out and it's just like Bayou's like
Yeah.
holding like a cell phone, just like
You could see Bio in like the reflection of like a mirror in the background with
Like-
cell phone holding cards that
yeah.
he has to read off of.
What's his true name?
I'm trying to think of it now.
Or Ted's taxidermy is true name, right? The landmark's true
Oh.
name.
Oh yeah.
You know what I like to think of, the Ted or the shop. If they can be like sort of what the shop is Ted, but the Ted is also the shop, vice versa. I think
The city
Charon's
really
animal
the sixth
assistant.
character.
What do you say? Say again.
Charon's animal assistant.
Did your volume go
Charon.
lower, Masood?
Oh, I think a little bit. I'm stepping away from my mic. But Karen or Curran, the Greek dude who would ferry people on the river Styx.
Mm.
Karen's animal assistant, I think, is
Gotcha.
what I want to call that.
You went with all that and you could have said the furryman.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I could have.
I like it.
But then, that's. I mean,
It's
I'm not
1
gonna
a.m.
lie, I do
Please
like
God.
it. Yeah. And it's tighter. That's the issue. If it wasn't less syllables, we can keep the furryman for something else. We can give that
Yes.
gift to Katie May. Yeah.
Do I want? Can I re-gift this?
Wait, I gave you furryman for Christmas last year. No, but Charon's animal assistant.
Okay. Perfect.
I think that just leaves Carlos then now.
Yeah, it's Carlos's
And me.
turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
so
you-
and Solani will go
Oh,
after
I forgot that this one started with TK, and
you
so
know-
you didn't start it last time, Solani.
Yeah, Solani, Jenkins' favorite child.
How could we forget? They never let us. Okay, Katie, this is my Masood type ask
Oh,
from
God.
you. It is a landmark that I want to make, but it's big. It's like really big. So one of the big questions that I have as a person
I'm also one of those. Let's
here,
relate.
it is, how does Bayou have so many jobs and get around so easily? And I think they have found a series of tunnels under Jenkins, but they only come out in the places where they work. So one there, and one there. So a triangle.
I accept your triangle. I will alter its location.
Okay.
The Illuminati.
I'm going to put one edge of the triangle at the Celeste Fount at the Honey Locust Monument.
Okay.
The inside of the Honey Locust Monument. The other one is a what are the large things at a funeral at a graveyard called? The large
a mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
a mausoleum at White Ash.
Okay.
And the third edge of this triangle is by the sunken football fields.
Cool.
Those are the 3 points of the triangle.
I like it.
And they do not go further south.
Mm.
There was a cave-in.
Yeah, I thought there'd
Oh.
be. Those are the 3 that connect. That's how I see it. Like, I don't know where the other ones are. I imagine there's other stuff going on, but those are the only 3 that connect that they know of.
And I will +1 that Bayou knows about them. I will support this.
Cool.
Okay. All right. That means, Solani, it is your turn. Oh, what are the what? So we know the location of them, but what is this? What are these tunnels' true name?
Oh, how about the Forgotten Veins of Jenkins?
Ooh.
Why did Jenkins even need these?
Well, are they like gold veins? Are they like you know what I mean? Were they?
Why do you gotta make it about money?
You know the Vanderbilts. It's only about money if it's worth our time.
Perfect. All right,
nefarious.
Solani, what would you like to place on the board?
It doesn't mean anything. It's fine.
I was gonna put in place a landmark, but like, have we done any people for Bayou?
Yeah, we placed Chase Becker for Bayou.
I've still got one more employer.
Okay, then I'm
And
gonna,
Erica Stetson, you're right.
Oh yeah, and Ted, the taxidermy.
Okay.
Well, we don't know if
Ted.
Ted
Sorta.
works at Ted's Taxidermy Bonanza.
all right, then I will do a
Ted here.
Ted here.
a landmark in a university town,
Ooh.
and this is Fresdale Bank. And this is the bank is no longer there. It's just the building. that is there, and that is where some of the people gather for activities. And I'm thinking, so TK, you can weigh in. Either Bayou has either been there before, or one of Bayou's siblings frequents that place, and you're constantly having to go and get them and pick them up from there.
I will meet your Bayou has been there before and say that Bayou currently works there.
What do they do at that bank? At a broken
No,
ass
they don't even.
What is this place's
Sell
true
anything.
name?
The true name is the Haunt of the Forgotten.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, Haunt of the Forsaken.
Ah.
Woo!
That's even fucking better.
Nah.
Yum.
Sorry,
Damn,
that
I'm not
is
the
the song
DM.
that just came
But
in my head.
fuck,
Yeah.
man, that's like I was like, delicious. Thank you.
All
for
right.
giving me this meal.
A delicious meal, but it's you, TK, who must prepare the dessert.
Yes.
Please place an event that was important to Bayou.
We all know what the event is going to be.
Once again, Kent is sorry you weren't invited to the Sweet 16. We get it.
God, I
Kent-
wish we did the event of.
I'm sorry.
We did the event of Kent Sweet 16.
Kent, who? Like, who is that?
Kent, I'm sending out your invitations. You wrote Ryu on this one. Who's that?
And you should see his brother Ken is also invited.
How'd you looking? Incredible.
So what's the event?
Bayou's foster parents disappeared.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
All right.
After quitting their job for the Vanderbilts.
Ba-bum.
Bum-bum.
Masood, you gonna be a hostage one day. Ba-bum.
Please, my parents are very rich.
The thing is that like Katie May went like, but she already knew that.
Morrison's
Yeah.
go missing.
Okay, so the Morrisons Go Missing is the event. We're going to go in reverse order, which means we are back to Solani to be the voice of the city for one final time, Solani.
Oh gosh. Okay. So we need either we need a
Question,
consequence.
consequence, or
An
opinion.
Let's see. An opinion. Oh gosh, what's a good opinion? I will say an opinion is so nobody really cares about the missing employees.
Carlos.
I will say that Brightwood Community College has offered the family free rides to go there. They offered to pay all the textbooks, all the classes. So all the kids can go as a consequence.
Masood.
The Vanderbilts talk about everyone in Jenkins. They do not mention Bayou or Bayou's family.
And it is me.
Is that an opinion or a consequence?
I think Kent notices prior to your parents, your foster parents disappearing, like there'd be talk about everyone and anyone. And now I think at any point there was like even Kent brought up as a child like how weird that was, or like what's going on, like what's the deal. Like it's like stonewalling. It's like that conversation topic never even happened. It's like a subtle gaslight that happens inside his home around it.
I'm going to state a consequence.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say the new era smears the Morrisons' good name.
Now, is that the new era or the new era?
I'll check it out. Are you right here now? Okay. And then TK, you're going to be the voice of the city one final time and then give me a new tasty perspective on this one.
This is also a consequence.
I like how everything's connected.
Okay. Consequence. Bayou borrows more money than they can pay back unless they pay in flesh.
Flash.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, I think there's an end to this game. Let me check and see. Ending a session. Once the table feels ready to wind down a session of, I'm sorry, did you say street magic? Which, very good. Great.
Wait, isn't there a different perspective on this one? Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the pound of flesh.
Oh,
is that
okay.
not the?
No, that was the consequence.
That was the consequence.
Oh, okay.
You good?
Fire me. No, I'm so sorry. Please give me the
Okay.
true name.
So the new perspective on the Morrisons going missing.
Yeah, what's the new perspective?
Morrisons made it out.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's bad.
Interesting. Okay. All right. With that, we are going to bring this game of I'm sorry, did you say street magic to a close. But to do that, normally how you would play the game if you were law-abiding citizens, which we are not, we would play one more round and pick up all the missing pieces. But since we're playing a campaign after this is going to be the final upkeep round for us of any missing pieces that we think need to get added to the board that haven't been. So now I'm going to turn it all to you guys. Before I take the reins of the good city of Jenkins, Nebraska, is there anything you need to add to this town?
I'm gonna add a resident.
Please.
And this is me being selfish because it's going to be a Bayou resident. The resident is going to be I don't have a name for them yet, but they are Bayou's investor.
Ooh.
What's their vibe? Are they?
I think it's a she/her.
Okay, she, her.
Okay.
But what's her vibe? Is it an open relationship? Is it through screen names? Is it through?
I'm going to give you Sylvia.
I like Sylvia.
Love Sylvia.
Flat.
No.
Sorry.
Immediate.
Althea.
Althea.
Ooh,
Billy.
Althea.
I love Billy as a woman's name.
Oh, speaking of which, Margot. I think Margot is a fun name.
Margot's good. Ooh, I like Margot too, actually. Margot.
Pot pie.
Pot pie. That's good. Ooh, Margot Trudeau.
I'm good. I'm good at coming up with
No?
cool names.
But I do like Margot Pence.
Margot Pence is
Pence. Can I veto that last name?
Yes.
Thank
cool.
you.
I used my veto on Trudeau, so that's fair.
That's
How about Margot Stepney?
I feel like we keep coming back to pot pie, though, guys.
yeah. Actually, though,
No?
Margot Pot Pie. Let's think about that.
Can we do Margot Day? Like D-A-Y?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, Margot Day. Let's see. I'm gonna leave off a description because I'm not that invested, but I would say that this is this is the employer that Bayou is the most likely to pick up the phone for.
Yeah. So I don't know where you put Margot. Will you place them by Presdale Bank for me?
Yes, I shall.
Then I will do the description of true name later. I will happily take Margot Day. Anyone else need to place something?
I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh. Yeah, a landmark. Jenkins has got to have a train station. Like how do people get to Jenkins? If it was, it must have been by Oregon Trail at some point and then railroad. But I think there's a defunct railroad station in Jenkins.
Or like a
Ooh.
bus station.
Yeah, but some sort of like a transit that existed before before horses, not before horses, before airplanes.
I like that. I'm going to place it to the left of Brightwood Grove.
I think that's
and
ideal.
In my head, it heads all the way up to Bradbury Circle.
Hell yeah.
Abandoned railway.
Mm-hmm. Abandoned railway. I don't think it has anything else. I don't think it has a proper name. It wasn't named after anyone. It was just like the rail lines that run in Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
And I think its true name is
Where is the railroad?
Iron Boundary.
Iron Boundary. I like that.
Can I
Right.
can I add something to this?
Please?
Brightwood Grove residents are not allowed there. Like, they do not go to the abandoned railway. It's the only place, like everything else, pristine, great on the Brightwood Grove side, except for the abandoned railway, which is just known. It's fenced off. We don't go there. We're not trying to fix it up. We're not trying to do anything with it. It's trash.
Okay.
Just ignore it. Yeah.
If there's one bad feeling that Brightwood Grove residents have, it is the abandoned railway.
Okay. Speaking of Brightwood, I am going to place the Brightwood Church.
What was Hope and Harmony?
That was the community
that's the
center.
community
Yes,
center.
the community center. That's what it was.
I'm surprised.
Do you think it should have any fancy name, or should it just be Brightwood Church?
Is it church?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it? That's for you to decide.
Masood? Me?
No,
you,
yeah.
Omo.
Oh, I don't know. It would be like something corny that's like about
Like Dawn, something Dawn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Brightwood Dawn.
Brightwood Dawn.
yeah.
Perfect. So that's going to be Brightwood Dawn. Going to place that there.
A gentle dawn.
Anything else need to be placed?
I think they
I
call
think
it like a place of worship too. They wouldn't
Yeah.
call it like a church.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a
Ooh.
question about.
Assembly.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. It might be a question that you answer, Katie May, and it doesn't have to be said out loud. But is New Era and Brightwood connected? Are New Era and Brightwood attached in any way? It might just be, and they could be completely separate. But I think there's a resonance that I have from like real world, where it's like, hey, purity politics and media conglomerates.
Well, keep in mind that your parents own the New Era.
Ooh. Okay.
So that would actually be for you to answer.
Oh, just like the CEOs of Fox, just like a method for them to gain money. Like it's
Well,
like
do the Vanderbilts believe in what Brightwood Grove has to say?
No, but they see their money and ad space.
But they want their fucking money?
Yeah. I like the Vanderbilts are like the Lannisters, and then Brentwood Grove is like the people who live in the flower place that I can't remember the name
The
of.
Tyrell?
Yeah, the Tyrells.
I agree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Oh, my parents are going to this great purple wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does anything else need to be placed?
That might be it.
Wow. Thank you for adding the rail line. That like I don't know. That just like struck me. It's like
I like it.
towns.
I like it
Yeah,
a lot.
towns that are secluded have something for how people got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am going to place a landmark. The rest of them I will place off camera. I am going to place a landmark. It's a very important landmark. Thank you.
Is it another factory?
It's gonna be right off of it's the end of Main Street on the side of Maple Ridge.
It says taco.
Is it a post office?
A Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Landmark Taco Bell.
It's only in Maple Ridge. The Vanderbilt
Landmark
made
title.
sure. No.
The Taco Bell.
It's a Taco Bell.
Oh,
So
yeah, I love it.
It's a taco gong.
so
Oh wow! Yeah,
They have a hidden vegetarian lo mein menu.
Taco gong. I like that.
No. we don't.
all right. Then if
do.
no one has any more landmarks, events, or people to play,
Main Street.
then I think we did it, gamers. What do you feel about our good town of Jenkins?
It's beautiful, dude. It's so full and like
Where-
rich in its. And like I already caught it now. I'm like, how did this connect to that? How does I'm trying to like connect the dots in a real.
I want to amend something real quick.
Oh, amend me.
I want to say that the new era is also like connected to the post office.
Oh.
Oh, we don't have a post office.
I assume that both the
Or city hall could be post office.
I assume that everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Municipal-
firemen, the policemen. I think
City
everyone.
services are out of.
We don't
city
have.
hall.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't have. Oh, fucking policemen here. No police in Jenkins.
No police in Jenkins, Nebraska. They are, and they will never be on screen. So yeah, I think that's the sweet town of Jenkins. How's it? Yeah, how's everybody feeling?
Excited.
Feeling good. I like
Pumped.
it.
I want to play.
Yes.
Too bad we gotta
So-
wait like a month.
I know.
I know. Well, thanks for coming to our Jenkins, Nebraska world building session. If you've been here the whole time, I hope you're as excited as we are to play in this good town. I, as a DM, so rarely get the beautiful chance to build a world with players that we then go get to play in. So thank you to you for being such. Normally, in order to play in a D&D campaign, you don't got to do this, but you did this with me, and I think that we were going to reap the benefits quite nicely.
Oh yeah.
I'm very excited that we all get to explore this town together. And we, as a group of 5, have an entirely different place to make as well. But you all will find out more about that later. For now, we've been Indoor Recess. I'm Katie May. Who's that?
I'm Slani.
Slani.
That is
Yeah,
funny,
who are
yeah.
you pointing at? Like, what is
I don't know.
Now I know if I edit this, I have to skip to the end and figure out where everyone is placed.
All on different sides in everybody's screen.
And that is just say, and that is, and someone
And
will hop
that's
Carlos.
oh, look over there. It's
Oh,
Masood.
yeah.
oh, look, hey.
No,
It's-
just go Silani, please God.
Slani, everyone.
Slani.